Good afternoon. Technically, good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a review of Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young Again, episode 4 review. Now, I didn't get a chance to talk about Whisper Me a Love Song, which is on the trend mark this week, and all these other shows because I was at Castle Point Anime Convention in New Jersey. So I didn't get a chance to talk about that show yet. And now today's Monday. I didn't get a chance to, like I said, I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I was at Castle Point Anime Convention in New Jersey. So again, I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I will get a chance to talk about it this week. My schedule is going to be a little bit hectic between work and such and much, but I will get you guys reviews of the show that I said I was going to do, this and that, or even Q&A. Or debatable questions. My schedule's a little bit off, so bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. So, I kind of had to do this review before I head to work. So, I wanted to talk about Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young Again because this episode had this episode overall is 90% comedy, 10% romantic. Because the comedy of it is so good and funny to watch. I mean, you got these people, you got Grandma and Grandpa Young doing all these things. But then it's like, the romantic part, the drama, the sadness that make you feel bad for them. You know, every time I watch Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young Again, yeah, we have some good laughs, like, oh my God, but there are some moments that you look back on your elders, you look back on these two, you're like, damn, they had it rough. And you look back, you're like, damn, our grandparents had it rough. Because they never had what we have done before. They never experienced all those things. And because of that, watching this show, given the fact that it's underrated, and I get it, but this show right here, this episode, you feel like life has so much meaning, and it gives you a second chance. You only live once, and this right here takes it. Plus with a plot that I never expected, and this takes a whole nother level. So without further ado, let's get right to the review of Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young Again, episode 4 review. Okay, the boy Shouta, Shouta, shark teeth boy Shouta, he's a funny guy. He's a funny boy. I mean, he has ideas of what he wants to do in his life. He has a lot. I mean, for a young kid deciding what he wants to do in his life, like go to Tokyo, maybe go to become a soccer player, the next Blue Lock character, or maybe be the, best striker in the world, or maybe be a teacher, or all that stuff. He has so many dreams. He can't decide what he wants to do, because him and the grandpa was going to clean out Sota's grandpa's attic, with all this stuff he wants to demolish. But then there's this big black box that he doesn't want to get rid of. He doesn't want to get rid of it because that's his wife's, I will say, ashes earned. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? But he don't want to destroy the memories that he had that he had for his wife, and he don't want to demolish the place, and that's that. It was so sad for that. But leave it to Sota's words of kindness and his decision making and all that stuff to have him change his mind not to destroy the place. Now, let's talk about the grandpa. We talked about the grandma at times, but the grandpa, I feel bad for him. This is why I like shows like this, because I want to know how they got together, how their backstories about what they got to just like this. And then I see the grandpa's backstory where they can't pay for his education at the time, and he never graduated to high school. Like, damn. And I feel bad. And then looking at it, it's not like he didn't want to. He wanted to go to high school, but they made grandpa like, no, you're staying. You're gonna work in the apples fields for the rest of your life. We can't afford your education, so you're gonna work with the apples field. You're gonna work in the apple field all your life. And I'm like, damn, I feel so bad for the grandpa. The fact that he wants to study. The fact that he wants to go to high school, get his degree, and move and get a happy career life, it's so sad. But you got to think, it's like he didn't go to. It's like Yeah, he didn't go to high school, but if he hadn't go to high school, he would have stayed with his wife, and he hadn't met her. So I'm looking at it from a two degree. Like on the one hand, if he would have gone to a high school, he would have never met her. But since he didn't go to high school, he met her, and that's kind of like sacrifice. That's kind of like it's bad, but it's good. It turned something so bad, so sad into something good and exciting. Okay, now let's get and that's how Grandpa studied in the library. Props as he getting his education on. Props to his grandpa. Props. Now let's talk about the cultural festival. Every anime, every rom-com, you gotta have a cultural festival, and we got it. So you got this one. So Grandma and Grandpa are excited to go to this cultural festival because Mino, who's going out with Higurashi, by the way, which we all know is a date. I mean, we already see the writing on the wall. I mean, they were both studying at the diner together. But other than that, you see, they need to decide what to wear because someone spilled apple juice on Grandma. So they decide for her what to wear. When she wore her school uniform, because remember, they got a flashback of her when she went to school, and she had that dark glare look on her face. She had that dark glare look on her face. And then she literally just she's like, hi. It's like Grandma went back to her days in high school, back to her school days life. Well, I won't call it school days. That's a little too far. That's a little too far-fetched. I'm talking about maybe school life. Okay. So, and then you got Grandma and Grandpa sitting at the desk like some high school students. Like watching that scene, it was like looking back at a first rom-com episode. It was like, that right there is a rom-com. That's how it's supposed to be. It's like that first episode at glance. At glance. But the grandma is just so like deep within her past. Deep within the past. Now, they go to Mino's cafe, and the reputation is not bright. Because the other class has like gotten ramen and all that stuff. This maid cafe is not getting well because it's attracting male attendants because of Mino. So they're like, okay, what can we do to change all that? Okay, let's put young grandpa, in a butler outfit and look great in a butler outfit, by the way, and attracted many elderlies, including the females, with his charm and his my lady and thank you and excuse me. The way he attracted them is so far-fetched. I love it. I effing love it. Now, this is where the plot slash hangover, plot slash cliffhanger, plot amnesia plot. Let me just go like that. So, remember the hourglass we had last week with Grandpa tipped over the hourglass and it made him old? Okay. This took us a whole nother level. With Grandma, she looks back on her days in high school because she wore that school uniform. And then after that, she not only tipped the hourglass in her mind, not only she tipped the hourglass, she broke the bar of the hourglass. You know how you got the hourglass and there's like little stems, the little bars on it? Yeah, she broke it. She broke that. And then as a result of that hourglass as well, Grandpa went back to his old self, but the grandma, she's not only young with the black hair, not only her hair color changed, but she's back to her young self, back in those days in high school. And the fact that she don't remember everything. She don't remember who she married. She don't remember her grandkids, don't remember her kids. She don't remember everything. It's like the grandma is still young, but she got that amnesia plot. Talk about an amnesia plot slash cliffhanger all together. That is something like, oh my God. What a way to end that. What a way to end the episode with a twist like that. Yo, props. I'll give you props for that. Really spot on in that episode. I mean, again, we went from, this is why I like this show. When when grandma and grandpa turned young again, it got this whole funniness. But when you look back on their backstories and the tipping of the hourglass, it changes everything. So, like this last episode where we saw, so in this episode, when we saw grandma being still young with black hair, she has an amnesia plot now. So it's like, damn. And then now next, and I saw next week's preview where you see Grandpa is going to try whatever he can to get her back get her back. But that's what it is. But again, overall though, this episode is really good. I mean, Sota's developing as the boy he is. He's developing high feelings for Mino, and that plot slash amnesia twist. I mean, yeah, what do you call it? Amnesia plot slash cliffhanger. Oh my God, way to go with that one. Way to go. So I can't wait for next week's episode of this one. So I look forward to it, and please watch Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young Again. I'll give you that. Now tomorrow I will talk about Whisper Me a Love Song since I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I will watch it, guys. Don't worry, I'll talk about it. And again, my schedule's a little bit clunky, with work and such, but I gotta do my review of Whisper Me a Love Song, and I will get to it. So stay tuned for next week, and actually stay tuned for tomorrow when I talk about it.